If you can learn to tell the night and day difference between a negative and a positive goal, you'll see exactly why your off switch doesn't work. In this video, I'll explain why trying to drink less actually makes it so much harder to control yourself. By the way, I'm Colleen, and I'm a drinking coach helping high-achieving professional women permanently reduce their alcohol consumption by 80% so they don't have to quit. If you want to learn how I do that, hit the follow. If you're in the habit of being overserved and feel like you can't trust yourself with alcohol, you've undoubtedly spent a lot of time trying to figure this out, and also beating yourself up and wondering why you have so much willpower and discipline in other areas of your life, and yet you can't seem to follow through on a simple goal like drinking less. Here's why. Because drinking less is the perfect example of a negative goal. It's not linked to a specific action. Drinking less, or not at all, would actually be the inverse or the side effect of a positive goal. Think of it this way. If I asked you what you wanted for dinner and you said, not pizza, that still doesn't tell me what you want for dinner. And it probably puts me in the mood for pizza because now I'm thinking about pizza and I'm also getting frustrated because we're not going to have that. And we still don't know what we're having for dinner. That's exactly what happens in your brain. Every time you think, I don't want to drink tonight, you start thinking about drinking tonight and start feeling like you're going to be missing out. The real question is, what do you want to do instead? When you set a positive goal, you are real clear about what you want. It's specific, it's tangible, you can visualize the results. Drinking less isn't actually something you can see yourself doing. It's not a behavior, it's the absence of a behavior. Alcohol use disorder is so frustrating for type A goal-oriented women because you're good at getting what you want. You decide what you want, you take the actions and the steps to get what you want, and then you achieve the goal. Check, 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 check. The problem with alcohol use disorder is that you're so focused on the problem, you can't see the solution. You don't have a vision for who you'd be or what you'd be doing if you weren't drinking or thinking about drinking on a regular basis. You've got yourself a negative goal. You're only focusing on what you don't want. You don't want to wake up feeling like shit because you're hungover every morning. You don't want to worry about what you said or did when you were intoxicated. And you're sick of feeling ashamed and guilty and stuck, like you have to hide what's going on with you because there's something wrong. You need motivation to pursue a goal, right? And there are two sources of motivation. You're either avoiding pain or pursuing pleasure. Let's be honest, the only reason you really want to drink less is you're trying to avoid the pain that happens when you drink too much. Your motivation to actually drink less requires you to feel like shit, which means the better you do and the better you feel, the less motivated you are to actually drink less. You're gonna have to figure out what it is you really do want, so that instead of saying no to alcohol, you're saying yes to yourself. And drinking less just becomes a natural side effect of the positive goals you're pursuing. Type yes in the comments if this makes sense and you understand the difference between a negative and a positive goal. Type yes to anchor this understanding into your body so that you feel what it's like to say yes to yourself instead of just no to drinking. Type yes. And if it's starting to dawn on you that you don't actually know what you want or what your life would be like without this problem, just know you're not alone. Alcohol use disorder is a blind spot. It's a brain glitch. I can help you figure out what you want and give you a step-by-step process for you to follow so that drinking less is just a side effect of you getting what you want. Change doesn't happen overnight, but it can't even begin until you get yourself some positive goals. Save this video so you can watch it again, and if you want to chat with me, click the link in my bio and schedule a free consult.